Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. The exclusive retro remix, 1997. You know who you are. Beast! Dad as fuck. Only on iTunes. The affiliate link below, right next to my Morphe code. Okay. I have to be honest and tell a secret. I woke up this morning, well, maybe this afternoon. I woke up this afternoon and I was like, oh my God, I am dying for Bob Evans sausage biscuits and gravy. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I used to go there. I mean, basically my entire weight problem is because of Bob Evans sausage biscuits and gravy. You would think that when I stopped going there and became a vegetarian 4 months ago, that literally the weight would just drop off. No, that hasn't happened. But wouldn't it be nice if it had? So I'm sitting there in bed and I'm like, oh my God, I have to find a vegetarian. And as soon as I make this comment, or as soon as I say this, I know my comment section is just gonna be like flooded with vegetarian recipes because you guys are so fantastic. I love you guys. I love my WOOF pack out there. Thank you so much. But like, I am intent on finding an exact replica of Bob Evans biscuits and gravy, sausage biscuits and gravy, but vegetarian. So that's my new obsession this morning. Listen, something very important I need to talk about, okay? I really, and I mean this seriously, our principles only mean something if we stick by them in times that are difficult. You know, like a principle that you have only means something, not your school principle, but like a principle that you believe in. It doesn't mean anything if you can't stick to it in times that are hard, right? But I'm telling you, that sausage, biscuits, and gravy, baby, that's a hard-ass principle. So anyway, wise man said, this might be on my album, only fools rush in. But I can't help falling in love with Greta grenades. Okay, so should we get right into this? We're gonna talk about shade for a second, okay? I'll put my fan down over there. I mean, I always have many fans. Some lose, some gain. I mean, but anyway, all these people were sending me messages and they were like, did you see the shade that was thrown to you? And I was like, no. Could you timestamp it for me? Because I don't want to watch 15 ads, which I had to anyway, because you can't skip through ads like that, you know? So I think I had to watch 3 ads before I even got to the part where the supposed shade was. And I was like this, watching it. Was that shade? Oh, and by the way, like sage, wise. Man, no, anyway, shade, okay, should be so subtle, but so good, right? That everybody is like, ooh, ouch, like finger to the hot stove. But we all know it, right? So like this right here is shade. It's just a longer version of it. And I think, like a year ago, I said something to the effect when people were asking me like, what does it take to be a drama channel? And it's like, okay, we're kind of like, we're not the smartest of the bunch. Let's just be for real, okay? And I'll own that all day long. But we do have mouths on us. And I think that what it takes to be a successful drama channel, not that I am, but I'm just saying, for those out there, is that I think you have to, first of all, you have to have an opinion. You have to kind of know what you're talking about, but I don't even know that I think that's that important. And you have to have a personality of some kind, okay? And now I'm going to add into that, you have to be able to shade people, okay? I mean, like, everybody loves a good drama channel that shades. If you can't shade, and you need to be able to take a joke, too. If you can't take a joke and you can't shade, get off of YouTube, okay? You ain't nobody's drama channel, don't nobody care anyway. And there's all these serious drama channels out now, and I'm just like, even the ones that, like, don't show their face, and all of them are, like, imitations of Here for the Tea, which cracks my shit up. I mean, I live for them all, right? I love all of it. I watch all these drama channels. But what cracks me up is, like, even they shade, like, in their little things that they put when they, like, type stuff out. I love that so much. By the way, the video that I made yesterday, I was not aware because I am so behind on my social media, you guys. My social media has literally blown up in the last week. So let me just tell you something, okay? If you have gotten a response from me in the last couple days, feel very, very lucky because I'm like literally going through hundreds of them a day. No, I'm joking about that. I'm trying to respond to everybody because that's what I love about all this, right? But by the way, I'll tell you what I don't love about this is when I feel hostaged in a Twitter like thread that goes on for months and months and months. And hey, listen, I love your dog Judy, and I'm sorry about something that that happened here and there, but like, I don't need to be in that thread. Just don't include me in it, okay? Because it's really hard for me to get to the people that really do want a response from me, let alone being in this hostage thread. I think it's kind of hilarious, and I like reading it, and any other day that I was totally bored off my ass, I'd be like this, eating up with it, but I mean, today is not the day. So, anyway, but about shade. Oh yes, shade. So all these people were sending me messages that there was shade in this video, and I was like, really? And I like watched it, and I was like, what? Was there shade there, girl? Was there shade? Do you do shade in your videos, girl? No, you're just cruel. There's a difference. There's a difference between shade and being cruel. The video that I'm going to link below, oh, that's what I was going to say. So anyway, I got to this message, and the message was this woman telling me that she had made this video, right? Which was like identical to the title of the video that I made yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, I swear I was not copying you. I didn't even see the message until tonight, which obviously she could see because of the check mark, right? So I went and watched it, and we said some of the very similar things. Her channel is called Drama Queen. Now, I just want to say this in case anybody comes for her. I'm not saying that I stand behind what she says in the video 100%, okay? I'm not saying that I endorse the statements or anything about that video. I'm just saying that. I might, but I'm just saying that, okay? It's a fine video, though. I love it. I do. I really live for it. So I'm going to link it below from Drama Queen. Go check it out. It's very similar to my video from yesterday. But anyway, so I was thinking about that today, like how you need to kind of learn how to shade. You know, like if you're going to be a drama channel, you need to learn how to shade. So let me give you an example of how you shade, right? So I am like at my office today writing my book, you know, and I like real jobs out there, like when people talk about real jobs. And my neighbor texted me, and she said, okay, so we live in this neighborhood where like all of our neighbors are like 75 plus. And she's 24. And she texted me and she said, haha, did you see our mention in the scoop? And I said, no, what did it say? And then she goes on to talk about what it said. So let me tell you what the scoop is. The scoop is our HOA newspaper. You can see how much I really care about the scoop, obviously, but I did want to read you this one part in here. Now, if you follow my blog channel, you'll know that I was going to get a patio this year. I had asked for 3 years in a row, and so anyway, we share one building, and we share like a wall, like both of us have the same kitchen wall, if that makes sense. We're a condo unit, okay? So if you go underneath here, and it's very fine. I mean, this is what I love. I was thinking about this today when I was watching T Mango's video. I was like, you know what's so funny about all of this like drama that's gone on the last couple days? You guys are like, what does this have to do with Tana Mongeau? Nothing, but I'm getting to it, okay? So just hold still. I mean, most of you come for this anyway. Most of you don't come for all that. And if you do, well, you'll get to love me or you won't, I guess. But anyway, well, I was watching T Mango's videos, and there's like all these receipts, and all these drama channels are putting out receipts, and they're doing these deep down investigations, and I'm like, baby, you done created the monster that is now eating you whole. I mean, like, seriously, okay? Nobody did this kind of investigations before. You know who did. So anyway, right underneath here, under section, and what's so funny is that our HOA president is literally like 80, and he like walks around in one of those, like, you know, those Bill Cosby sweaters, you know what I'm talking about? And he has like this clipboard, and he's like writing stuff down about the community, and then we get it once a month in this newspaper. Each year we try to anticipate unforeseen conditions in the walkthrough program, and we were doing pretty well this year until we got to the building and they put our address. The additional siding and chimney problems on that building battered our budget, as well as the new patios for both units, and put us more than 2 weeks behind. That building's problems and the additional deck work elsewhere were the main factors in delaying until next summer some of the repairs and paintings that we had promised you. Sorry for the inconvenience. Fuckers shaded us. 80-year-old HOA president shaded us. And baby, that is how you do shade, okay? You don't put it in a video so lame that nobody even knows it's there. Girl, what's your problem? Okay, get it together, Greta, come on. Okay, so let's get right into this video. I have like literally fans laying all around me now. I want to get into this video, and this video is about Tana Mongeau. So for those of you that want to see just Tana Mongeau, timestamp it at 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh my Lord. Okay, so last night, everybody sent me a screenshot of this Snapchat that Tana Mongeau put out. Here it is, right here. It's a bottle of like tanning lotion. It's aromatherapy, energy lotion, and yeah, so anyway, and she put on her here, the lotion I apply after a bump of Coke. I'm like, that's some scary shit. Like, you don't know if that like interacts, you know? I was just watching this advertisement while I get ready, and by get ready I mean like giving my dog Pee-Pee his heart medication and feeding 3 different dogs in 3 different rooms and trying to keep them from each other and all that kind of stuff, and getting ready for my art because I'm a YouTube creator. Dude with the camera. And this ad, I'm like obsessed with that Hallmark or Lifetime Movie Network channel now that they have. It's all Christmas movies for the month of December. Oh my God, I love it so much. So anyway, I was watching it and then this ad for Victoza came on. Okay, so Victoza is a diabetes medication. I just learned this, by the way. But it has so many side effects that basically you're vomiting out of your ass and shitting out of your mouth. And I am like, you know what? Like, I know that diabetes is very, very serious, but I don't know that I want to shit out of my mouth or vomit out of my ass, okay? So you gotta be very, very careful about stuff. So Tana, you might not want to put this lotion on that's energizing right after you did some cocaine. I'm just saying, okay? And before we get into this video, which is very, very serious, I've done so many videos about Tana Mongeau at this part. I'm like, I wonder if her and like Elijah call each other and she's like, oh my God. Peter Monn made another video about me. He's like, girl, he did? Hell nah. And then they're like, oh my God, well, we should come over and like watch all of his videos together about you. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. Maybe you can touch my forehead again. Maybe this time you could give me a head. And then they'd be like, oh my God, yeah, and then like, I'll bring the Cheetos, you bring the cocaine. Okay, Mary Jane, see you later. So I don't know how that all goes, but I love just to imagine that they sit around and watch my videos. They should actually listen to what I say at the end of the videos instead of just like passing through all that point, because this is just total nonsense. We all know that, but this is what I love to do. So my show's coming to Vegas for this December. Woo! The Golden Nugget. Like I said, Judy Tenuta is opening for me, and if she doesn't want to, well, you know, there's always Greta grenades. So anyway, but I was looking at this and so many people responded to it and said, you know, this is more of her problematic behavior, okay? And here we get really serious. This is the moment where y'all are like, when does he change over? Well, this is it right here. Let's just take a look at this picture again, okay? Now, we know that the majority of Tana's people that watch her are not 40 years old, they're not 50 years old, they're not making decisions responsibly, okay, as adults, do what you gotta do your gig, do your thing, okay, but if you need some help. But here she says on here, underneath this, the lotion I apply after a bump of cocaine. That's the Snapchat that she puts out. On the very same Snapchat that she said to people, scroll up to her sponsored announcement where you can, you know, she got sponsored by that EDU Birdie where they'll write your exams for you. So basically the message that Tana is sending out to the world is smoke weed all the time, fake fuck a movie star, because we knew that none of that's real, right? And put out some lame-ass music video and tell all your followers who are under the age of 18, dude, smoke pot, do cocaine, and have promiscuous sex. What a fucking message, Tana. I mean, when you said in your video that you want to be a role model for the younger generation, I didn't know that you would live up to all of my expectations. By the way, that's how you do shade. So anyway, I saw this and I was like, do I even want to make a video about it? I mean, like, I am so tired of the problematic issues at this point. And, you know, nobody is going to hold this girl accountable. Nobody. And this is really sad because she's either clickbaiting the world on all of this shit and she's never put cocaine up in her nose or her mouth, gumming it, if you know what I'm talking about. Because listen, I'm going to say before I get in this video and everybody goes, you're a prude, you're some old man, blah, 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 blah. I have put so much cocaine up in my nose before I got sober at the age of 22 that you'd have thought I was an extra in the movie Scarface. So don't say I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? And I'm lucky that I am here to tell about it. Now, on my other channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories from my life, today I did a video talking about my very first use and how it led me to using cocaine and how to talk to your kids and your friends that you're concerned about. So go check out that video if you want to. I don't think this shit is funny at all. I'm putting a funny spin on it. But like at this point, it's like, do we take her seriously? I mean, how can we possibly take this girl seriously? She is so problematic that she either truly is living this life or she is the living lie, okay? Everybody knows the Bella Thorne thing is a complete joke, that she was dating somebody else. These story times of Uber drivers and all this kind of stuff are total bullshit, right? She says she wants to be a role model, and yet she snaps cocaine stuff out. She puts videos out that are problematic. She's got friends around her that are problematic. She's talking in videos about having pills that are illegal in her purse, going to concerts, Adderall use that's unprescribed, opiate use that's unprescribed, Molly use. The girl is a walking pharmacy, and it's very, very scary. And the other day, I said in my video on my other channel that I was talking to you about, I did a whole video about the day before I got sober, of which my behavior was very similar to this. And I said, I was a pharmacy of the walking dead. And that is what she is. How she even functions, if she is truly doing these things, is beyond me. And it is very, very, very scary. And I take this stuff very seriously because not a day, not a week goes by that I don't get a call from somebody that I know just in my small town that tells me, I just today got a call from a friend of mine that lives in a halfway house that heard of somebody that overdosed and got taken out. And this is like very, very serious. This shit's not funny. Why are we making this a joke? Is this the role modeling you really want to do? Or are you so afraid that people won't still follow you if you aren't living this way? I mean, this is not going to go on forever, okay? One of the things that I used to say when I worked with teenagers, and they would say like, oh, when I get off probation, I'm like, well, what were you on probation for? Oh, for, possession of, opiates or possession of marijuana, blah, 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 I was at a party and whatever. Okay, so when you get off probation, what? Well, when I get off probation, I'm going to start, smoking weed again, eating pills, blah, blah. And I'm like, have you ever thought about that's what got you there to begin with? And they're like, yeah, but like I'm gonna do it different this time. And I'm like, this is what I would like you to tell me, right? How many successful opiate addicts do you know out there? How many successful opiate addicts do you know that are like legit super successful, eating pills on a daily basis, shooting dope? I don't know any. Like I can't think of one. And I probably know thousands more than Tana and her friends do. And this is disgusting at this point, okay? And as a recovering cocaine addict, to poke fun at what was one of the biggest epidemics in our country, in our world, and putting it up there for your younger people to see, I think is absolutely, absolutely, absolutely disgusting and problematic. And I'm wondering, at what point will she be held accountable for this? We just continue to let this go on and on and on. And this is the thing, is that people are like, oh, drama channels, whatever. If anybody in the real world was doing this, okay, any younger, Selena Gomez, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, any of these, not YouTubers, but these superstars that are out there that are younger today, people that are in movies, that are in TV shows on the CW, if they were posting pictures like this on their Snapchat or their Instagram, TMZ, the E! Network, on and on and on, would have a heyday with this. They would let them have it. To the point where they would be forced off the cast of whatever show or movie they were on, thrown their ass in treatment just to save their career, okay? And then they would come out and have to make some huge statement about this. Like in the world outside of YouTube and all of this following, we do take drugs very, very seriously. We do take alcohol very, very seriously. But for some reason on YouTube, you're allowed to show this problematic behavior to millions of people and say that it's okay. Well, I'm not okay with it. And it really, really scares me. It scares me for Tana. It scares me for her friends that support and enable it and don't say anything to her. It scares me for the people that are watching the videos. It scares me for the parents kids are watching the videos. I get messages from people all the time that say to me, my kids are watching Tana Mongeau. I don't know what to say. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, I don't know what to say to them about drugs and alcohol. And I'm like, I tell them what I tell them in my video that I made on my other channel. I wanted to share something with you because there are ways to do things and there are ways not to do things. I've asked both of these people if I can share this message. A couple days ago, I got this message and it said, hi Peter, thank you so much for the videos you have posted today. This was in response to the Tana Mongeau video. I am 74 days sober and today was considering giving up recovery and leaving this world. Just lost it. Instead, I watched your videos and went to 2 meetings. Seeing you and the life you have because of your recovery and seeing the person you truly are gives me that little piece of hope I have to grasp onto if I want to survive. So thank you. I know your mom and higher power are looking down with so much pride and love today. Here's another message. She also said I could use this. Hi Peter, I'm 16 and literally in recovery from alcohol use and multiple other drugs that people are glorifying, such as cocaine, Xanax, one of them that Tana uses in all of her videos and talks about, etc. All of my friends around me just encouraged my problematic behavior when I was literally begging for help. It got to the point where my depression just took me over and I tried to take my life, but here I am, recovering from all of that madness. Your videos are something that have really helped me because you kind of made me realize that it's not cool and addiction isn't some aesthetic thing that you should be okay with having. I've been getting help with my PTSD and depression rather than just pill popping or doing drugs. Because I go to bed at night listening to you constantly saying in videos, you don't have to do this, or something along the lines of addiction is not the answer. And I started listening to those very few people who told me they were worried about me rather than the ones who encouraged my drug use. Thank you. Thank you so much. And, here's the thing. I'm very, very proud of my channels and the videos that I put out. And I may not have the following that Tana Mongeau has, and I may not have the money from the following that Tana Mongeau has, but I would rather receive messages like this of hope for somebody's future than being part of somebody's takedown. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.